manood na sa teleradyo. Makinig, manood na sa teleradyo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Sa gitna ng mapanubok na panahon, magkahatid sa kakibat ay diskusyon. Sama-sama tayo, kahit magkalayo. Sa programang ito, tiyak ang pagkatuto. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Good afternoon, Del Pilarians. I am Sir Richard R. Martinez, your teacher broadcaster for today's Mathematics 10 episode. Welcome to Teleradyo Marcelo, ang telearalan ng bawat malulenyo. Today is Wednesday, March 10, 2021, and we are going to have our class in this platform. To enjoy our teleradyo session, please feel free to answer my questions using our comment box and stay tuned for the rest of the session. All right. Let us check our time. It is now 2:20 in the afternoon. Are you ready for the lesson? Okay, but before we proceed to our discussion, we will show you first our objectives for this session. And here are the objectives. At the end of the learning session, the student is expected to, number 1, recall the distance formula. Number 2, find the equation of the circle given in its center and radius. And number 3, find the center and radius of the circle given its equation. Now, let us take this review first. Okay? So, circle. So, what is circle? Circle is the set of all points in a plane and at a given distance called the radius. As you can see, the line which is color blue, this one is a radius from a given point which is a center point of a circle. Okay? So a line segment connecting 2 points in the circle and passing through the center is called the diameter. This one. Okay? When the line is passing through the center point of a circle goes to the other edge of a circle, that's what we call the diameter. Okay? So I have here the figure. Okay? So as you can see, we have the Cartesian plane here. And circle. Okay? So what is the radius of the circle? So if you want to know or if you want to find the radius of a circle, all you have to do is to start counting from the center point of a circle going to the right. So in this case, this is the center point of a circle. So let us start counting. 1, 2, 3. So therefore, our radius here is 3 units. Then, how far is P from the center of the circle? Okay, since the radii of the same circle are congruent, so therefore, our center here is this one and goes to point P. So our center of the circle here is 3 units also. Okay? So given circle C with coordinates H and K, and point P is on the circle with coordinates X and Y. So, what is the length of line CP? Okay, so find the length of CP using the distance formula. Did you remember what is the distance formula? Okay, so I will give you the distance formula. We have D equals the square root of quantity x sub 2 minus quantity x sub 1 squared plus quantity y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay? So in order for us to get the distance of point from C to P, we need to substitute the given coordinates h and k. So here, x minus h, instead of writing x sub 1, so we write h. And then y minus k, instead of writing y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So we need to replace y sub 1 by k. Okay? In order for us to get the distance of the circle, so we need to squared both sides. The given r equals square root of x, or x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. R squared equals x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. So this is the distance formula. And this also is a standard form of a circle. Given that h and k as well as radius. Okay? Next, what are the coordinates of the center of the circle? So again, if we look it on the coordinates of a circle, we need to look this one. Okay? Our center point here is at the -2 and -1. So our coordinate is -2 and -1. Okay, so what is the radius of the circle? So again, as what I mentioned a while ago, all you have to do is to count from the center point of a circle in order for you to get the length of a radius. So coming from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, our radius here is 4 units. Okay, now, what is the equation of the circle in standard form? Okay? To answer this question, class, all you have to do is to remember what is the standard form, which I mentioned a while ago. We have the quantity x minus h squared plus quantity y minus k squared is equals to r squared. So, this standard form, class, is we need to use this to solve the given problem. Okay? Since we identify already the center of the circle or the coordinates of the circle, which is -2 and -6, -1, so we need to substitute this value. Okay? So, to do that, so this is the equation. X minus, and then substitute the value of h, this one. So negative, close and open parenthesis, -2 squared plus y minus the value of k, which is -1. So close and open parenthesis also, squared, then equals 4 squared, which is the 4 units, the value of radius. Then to solve that, so x negative times -2 is +2 plus y negative times -1 is +1. Therefore, our equation here is x plus 2 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 16. So this is an example of standard form. Okay. Next, What are the coordinates of the center of the circle? Okay? Again, since the center point of a circle is located at the origin, so therefore our coordinates here is 0 and 0. Okay, 0 and 0. Now, question, what is the radius of the circle? So to do that again, so let us start from the center point. Then it can going to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So basically our radius here is 3 units. Okay? So what is the equation of the circle in standard form? Again, always remember the standard form, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay. By doing so, what you are going to do is to substitute the given coordinates again. So this is h. So x minus 0. Then for k, y minus 0. So our equation here is x minus 0 is x, then copy the squared, then plus y minus 0, y squared equals 9. Okay, next. What are the coordinates of the center of the circle? Okay, again, the coordinates of the circle is given, which is the 0 and 0, as well as the radius is given also. So we have the radius of 1. So what is the radius of the circle? I was mentioned already. 1 unit. So what is the equation of the circle centered at the origin with radius 1 unit? So what we did in the previous slides, we can do that again for this particular problem. Okay? So since we are already have here the coordinates of the circle, so all we have to do is to substitute this 0 and 0 as the value of h and k. So h minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals r squared. So by doing that, again, x minus 0 is x squared, y minus 0 is y, then copy the squared here, then equals 1. So why 1? Because 1 times 1 is 1. So this is the center of the circle, or standard form rather. Okay, equation of a unit circle is a circle centered at the origin and with radius of 1 unit long. Okay? Next problem, class. Okay. So what is the equation of the circle in standard form with center 2 and negative 5 and with radius of 6 units? Okay, actually class, in this given problem, okay, the coordinates was already given, which is 2 and negative 5, as well as the radius. So all you have to do is to substitute these values, in particular for h and k, as well as for the radius. So by doing so, we have h, 2 is the value of h, and negative 5 is the value of k, and then 6 is the value of r, or radius. So by substitution, so x minus the value of h, which is 2 squared, then copy the sign, plus x minus, which is the value of k is negative 5. So we need to have the close and open parentheses in order for us to multiply later. And then equals the value of r is 6. Okay. So to solve that, or to simplify, we have x minus 2 squared plus y plus 5. Okay? Because negative times negative 5 is positive 5. Always remember, class, that when you multiply or divide like sign, the answer is always positive. Okay? Like sign. Equals, so 36. So this one, 6 raised to 2 or 6 squared. So our exponent tells us on how many times that we are going to multiply the base by itself. Okay? So since this is 2, so 6 times 6 is equals to 36. So we have already the standard form. Okay? But in writing it into general form, we need to follow this form. Ax squared plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals to 0. Okay? So we need to write this standard form, which is x minus 2 squared plus y plus 5 squared equals 36 into general form. And to do that, we need to expound this equation. Okay? So by expounding this equation, we come up that x squared minus 4x plus 4, which is for the x minus 2 squared. Then for y plus 5 squared, we have y squared plus 10y plus 25 equals 36. Okay? Then, okay, so we write x squared here, and then we copy also the y squared here, and then negative 4x plus 10y plus 4 plus 25, okay, minus 36. Okay, by virtue of APE rule, we need to apply this into addition property of equality. By doing so, we need to add 36 plus negative 36. That's why we come up 0. And then whatever we write here at the right side, we also write in the left side. So negative 36. So to simplify, we have x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 10y negative 7. So where do we get this negative 7? Okay, so 4 plus 25 is equals 29 minus 36 is negative 7. Okay? So this one is an example of general form. Okay? So again, I have here the question, what is the equation of the circle with center negative 4, 7, and with radius 8 units? Okay? So since this one is very simple to get because we have already given the coordinates of a circle which is negative 4 and 7 as well as the radius, all we have to do is to solve this using the standard form and general form. Okay? So to do that, class, you need to identify we have h equals negative 4 and our k is 7. Okay? And our radius is 8. So we solve it using the standard form. And this is the standard form. We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay, so since we have the coordinates here, so we need to substitute all the values of h and k as well as r. So by doing so, we have x minus, since this is negative, so we write close and open parentheses, negative 4 in order for us to multiply later. Plus y minus 7 squared equals 8 units or 8 as radius. Okay? So we have x plus 4 squared because negative times negative 4 is positive 4. Then copy the sign positive and then bring down y minus 7 squared equals 64. Okay? 64 came from 8 times 8 equals 64. So, we are already finished for the standard form. And then we go to letter B, which is the general form. Okay? Again, if you want to solve the standard form and make it a general form, all you have to do is to expound this equation. So by doing that, we have x plus 4 squared. So x squared plus 8x plus 16. And then y minus 7 squared, we have y squared minus 14y plus 49. And then following the AP rule, so we need to add the negative 64 here. So whatever you apply at the right side, you can also apply in the left side. So therefore, we have negative 64 equals 0. Okay? To simplify, we have x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 14y. And then 16 plus 49 minus 64 equals 0. Okay? Then, to come up the general form, we have x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 14y plus 1. So, how can we get 1? Again, we need to add 16 plus 49 and then minus 64. 16 plus 49 is 65 minus 64 is positive 1. So, this one is in the general form. Okay? So, we are already done for this question. So, next. Okay. The given question, class, is in the form of you need to determine the center. Okay? In the previous slide, the center and the radius was already given. But in this question, you need to determine the center and radius of the circle. And with the given equation of x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 14y plus 1 equals 0. Okay? So, again, let us copy this equation below and then combine terms with similar variable x. Okay, we have x squared plus 8x. And then combine terms with similar y. We have y squared and negative 14y. I know. Okay. And then you need to separate the constant term, which is 1, by using the property, using the addition property of equality. Okay? And then we have the equation of x squared plus 8x plus y squared plus 14y plus 1 equals 0. And then x squared plus 8x plus y squared minus 14y equals negative 1. Okay, equals negative 1. Okay. To make the binomial in x a perfect square trinomial by adding a constant term, then to get the last term of the perfect square trinomial, okay, get half of the numerical coefficient of the middle term, then square. So our middle term here is 8. So we need to get the half of 8 is 4. And then we need to square it. So we have 16. Okay? In this case, we have 16. Okay? And then whatever you do in the left side, you can do at the right side. So plus 16. So we need to add 16 also here. at the right side. Okay? For y, so again, what we did here in the middle, so we can do that again here in the middle. So the middle term here is 14. We need to half it or multiply by 1/2. So the answer is 7. Then we can square it. So we have 49. So whatever you put here in the left side, we can put also at the right side. Okay? So to simplify that, we have x plus 4 squared plus y minus 7 squared equals 64. Why 64? Because we need to add 16 plus 49 is 65 minus 1 is 64. Okay? Thus, we can easily identify the center and radius of a circle. Okay? Because the given or because this one, we already solved the standard form. So the center of the circle is at -7, -4 and 7, and the radius is 8. Okay? Next question. Given the equation x squared plus y squared plus 5x plus 6y plus 3 equals 0, so determine the center and radius of the circle. Okay, so again, let us copy the equation. And then, what we are doing is to combine terms with similar variable x. So x squared, and then we have also the 5x. And then, okay, we write it below. X squared plus 5x. And then, combine terms with similar variable y. So we have y squared and 6y. Okay, so we need to write it below again. So we have y squared plus 6y and then plus 3. Okay, so our equation is x squared plus 5x plus y squared plus 6y plus 3 equals 0. Okay, so let us use again the APE rule to eliminate this positive 3. So let us add negative 3. So positive 3 plus negative 3 is 0. So therefore, whatever you did in the left side, you can also does in the right side. Okay. So again, let us try. So copy x squared and then again, to make the binomial a perfect square trinomial by adding constant term, again, to get the last term of the perfect square trinomial, get 1/2 of the numerical coefficient, okay, of middle term. This one, 1/2 of 5 is 25, 5 over 2, then square it, 25 over 4. Plus y squared, and then we need to multiply the middle term by 1/2. So 6 multiplied by 1/2 is 3. And then square it, we have 9. And then whatever you put in the left side, you can also put at the right side. Okay, to simplify, we have x plus 5 over 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals negative 12 plus 25 plus 36 all over 4 So our equation here is, or our answer is x plus 5 over 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 49 over 4. So question, what is the uh, center of a circle and radius of a circle? Can you please comment your answer on the chat box in order for us to notify if your answer is correct? I will give you 20 seconds to answer this. What is the center and radius of a circle? Okay, from... Ano sagot dito dyan? Okay, from Justin Baluyot, we have, according to Justin Baluyot, the center is negative 5 over 2 and negative 3. Okay? So let us check if that correct. So that's good. Ano? Very good, Justin. Okay, so okay, from Hans Christian Roque. Okay, negative 5 over 2 and negative 3 and then 49 over 4. Okay, very good. Justin and Hans Christian Roque. Okay, can you please write your section and write your mathematics teachers para at least ma-notify natin. Okay, so our center here is negative 5 over 2, negative 3, and our radius here is 7 over 2. Okay, let us try for the application of what we were discussed a while ago. Okay, so I prepared 5 questions in order for you to answer. Can you please comment on the chat box of your answer to notify? So for question number 1, what is the equation of the circle below in the standard form? Okay, so letter A, we have the quantity x minus 2 squared plus quantity y plus 1 squared equals 16. Letter B, the quantity x plus 2 squared plus quantity y minus 2 squared equals 16. Letter C, quantity x minus 2 squared plus quantity y plus 1 squared equals 4. And for letter D, we have quantity x plus 2 squared plus quantity y minus 1 squared equals 4. May sagot na po ba tayo? Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, most of the answer is letter A. So let us check if that is correct. Okay, so the answer is letter A. Very good. Okay, so majority of the students got the correct answer for question number 1, letter A. Okay, for question number 2, which of the following equations or which of the following equation describes a circle on the coordinate plane with a center at 2 and negative 3 and a radius of 5 units. Okay, letter A, we have x minus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 25 squared. Letter B, x minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 25 squared. Letter C, x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 25. And then letter D, x minus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 25. Okay? So can you please comment your answer on the chat box in order for you to notify again. I will give you 10 seconds to answer this question number 2. Okay? From Hans Christian Roque. Okay, and second time around, you got the correct answer. Lance, letter D. Okay, Lara Libiran, you got the correct answer also. Letter D. Okay, Nicole Ann Godin, letter D. And then majority of the students also got the correct answer for letter D. Okay, so for question number 3. What is the center and radius of the circle described by the equation x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y minus 36 equals 0? So we have C, or center, 2 and negative 3 with a radius of 49. And letter B, center 3, negative 2 with a radius of 7. Letter C, center 2, negative 3 with a radius of 7. And letter D, center negative 2 and 3 with the radius of 7. Okay, can you please comment your answer? Okay, the answer is letter C. Letter C. Okay? Okay, for number 4, for question number 4, Nathan Asriel Sasing, thank you so much. You got the correct answer. Okay, for question number 4, transform the equation x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 8y minus 47 equals 0 to standard form. Okay? Okay, our answer for question number 4 is letter B. Okay, letter B. X plus 1 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 64. Okay, for question number 5, medyo mahirap ito class, ano? So, a radio signal can transmit messages up to a distance of 5 km. If the radio signal's origin is located at a point whose coordinates are negative 2 and 7, so what is the equation of the circle that defines the boundary up to which the messages can be transmitted? Okay, from Janela Liwanag, again, you got the correct answer. The answer is letter B. From Marco Villafuerte, you got the correct answer also, letter B. Axel Alfonso, letter B. Okay, so majority of you got the correct answer. Okay, so class, we are done. So in order for you to master what we were discussed a while ago, okay, you need to go to the https, okay, form.gly. Okay, so this code, okay, I have also a correction for question number 4. The answer is letter A. Okay, letter A. Correction, class. The answer for question number 4 is letter A. Okay, thank you. Okay, before we end our session, class, I would like to use this opportunity to say thank you so much to our department head, no other than Dr. Marco Ronel Eusebio. Okay, for always there. Despite the fact na napakarami rin niyang trabaho, pero he make it sure na nagagabayan niya kami. Okay? And then thank you so much din to our master teachers, no other than Ma'am Cristina Laderas and Ma'am Serapia Kaluwag. Sila po ang gumawa ng PowerPoint presentation na ipresent ko. And then lahat pong nangyyan ay gawa po ni Ma'am Cristel. Thank you so much, Ma'am Cristel. Okay? And then I would like also to use this opportunity to greet our intelligent, beautiful, and energetic Principal 4 of Marcelo H. Del Pilar National High School, Dr. Maria C. Ibo. Ma'am, happy birthday po. Happy birthday. And we wish you all the best. Okay, good health and many more birthdays to come. Thank you. Okay, so once again, thank you so much to the students who actively participated on our first ever Math 10 Teleradio Marcelo. And I am your teacher broadcaster, Richard R. Martinez, na nag-iiwan ng katagang mag-aral ng mabuti upang ang buhay ay bumuti. Bye-bye!
Makinig, manood, nasa teleradyo. Makinig, manood, nasa teleradyo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Sa gitna ng mapanubok na panahon, magkahatid sa kakibat ay diskusyon. Sama-sama tayo, kahit magkalayo. Sa programang ito, tiyak ang pagkatuto. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.